Hello students, welcome to your geography class. Today I am here with you with the second part of the chapter water resource. Hope you have seen the first part of the chapter water resource, you have understood the chapter. Here I will also explain the modern methods of irrigation. To link with this today's topic, I have to make you recall the first part, some also portion. In my first part of that also water resource, I have explained the basic conception of water resource in India, then why irrigation is necessary in our country, which is an agriculture based country, and different methods of irrigation. Among these, I have explained the primitive methods of irrigations. Now, I am going to explain the modern method of irrigations. I have written the modern method of irrigation here: sprinkling irrigation, drip irrigation, bamboo drip irrigation and multi-purpose projects. So here students, what is sprinkling irrigation? First of all, I will tell that also why these are modern methods. Actually, modern methods are basically introduced to prevent loss of water and to utilize every drop of water, as the water scarcity level also basically rate in increasing day by day. In that conditions, we have to use this modern irrigation method, otherwise we can't control these conditions and it will go out of our hand. So first, the sprinkling irrigation. I hope all of you have seen in your school ground that a particular way of irrigation where a pipe is there, and there also this through that pipe it is also spraying the water throughout the ground. Am I right? You have seen? Yes. Here this sprinkler irrigation is that where a particular spray gun used. This spray gun, it also basically move 360 degree. How? 360 degree, and it spray all that area equally. It also spray and also irrigate all that area. 40 degree angle, after that it take a break and then again 40 degree. This way it also 360 degree wise it also spray the water all over the ground or all over the area. It is very efficient. We can say it is very useful for horticulture, where fruits and vegetables basically grow and which need not that much amount of water. Very less amount water is necessary for that. And here we also can say these actually methods not introduced in India. It has come from where? From Israel. From that it has come to India. As we know, Israel is having very less amount of water, so they use every drop of water to prevent the loss. And in that situation of our country, water scarcity situation, we are following this method to do the same, to prevent the loss of water. As well as we can say this sprinkle irrigation equally can also that spray or irrigate that all parts of that area. Here we can say in that advantage was very less loss or no loss. We can say no loss of water. No loss of water. How? Because it is supplying through a pipe. So due to evaporation, no loss of water. Directly it is spraying the water, and this flow of water is not also that much, so that the water that also loss is not there. Here that some disadvantages we can also see that here. For that kind of crop like paddy, sugarcane, jute, which need that also maximum amount of water, like more than 150 centimeter and to that also 200 centimeter of water. In that situation, this sprinkle irrigation is not suitable because they need maximum amount of water. Here at the part of that we can say that Tamil Nadu, then southern part Karnataka and another part Rajasthan and arid and semi-arid areas where there is very less amount of water available or scanty rainfall, like in the part of Rajasthan, where annual rainfall we can get to see less than 25 centimeter. In that area, this sprinkle irrigation is perfect or suitable. Clear? So what are the problems? Here the problems, if I say that it is not also suitable for the paddy, sugarcane, this kind of crop. Here the sprinkle irrigation, sometimes that also the initial cost is high, sometimes needs maintenance charge. These are the problem we can get in the case of sprinkle irrigation. The next is drip irrigation. This drip irrigation you can get to see at the case of floriculture. Do you know what is floriculture? That flowering plants were also grown. You can get to see in the part of southern India like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. In that area, they are having the greenhouse. Greenhouse, have you heard? Greenhouse actually it mean to create a temperature which is suitable to grow the plants, flowering plants. Actually, it is a process to trap the sun rays or sun heat that within that house to maintain the temperature throughout the year to grow that flowering plants. In that area, this drip irrigation basically followed. In that drip irrigation, you can see a pipe is there and a particular interval, a very small hole is there, not that much big. And this hole basically it will be near to the plant. Okay? It means directly it is giving the moisture water to the roots of that plant. See, there we can say it is very effective, as well as it prevent that loss of water and directly moisturizing the roots. So here we can say this is very effective, efficiently we are using this, and this is sometimes it can be over the surface or the crust, and sometimes it can overhead. It means over the plants. Sometimes you can get to see in some of the cases where the plants are there, over this kind of irrigations are there. Clear? Is it clear? So this is the drip irrigation. In the drip irrigations, there are number of advantages and disadvantages, where we can say no disadvantage, because this is also very effective. But we can also say that when we are doing that, also this surface that drip irrigation, that is little cost effective or costly compared to that overhead one. Okay. Next is that point is bamboo drip irrigation. This process that following since 200 years. Where we can see that northeast part of India. Northeast part of India, in the dense forest area, even not only northeast, in the dense forest and hilly areas we can get to see this bamboo drip irrigation. Actually, bamboo used as a pipe. And this bamboo, it can also supply 20 liter of water in that areas where there is lack of water or scarcity prone area. So there we can supply water through this bamboo pipe, and it can also water to the plants. So it is also a very effective, and it is using since 200 years in that part of that northeast India, even in that also forest of that Madhya Pradesh, Durg-Bastar, this area. Clear? Next is there multi-purpose projects. What is multi-purpose? So first here I have to say that projects which also constructed or made or set up for different purposes. It is having another name that is known as dam. So first I will tell the definition of dam. What is dam? Dam is that an embankment constructed over a flowing river to store the rainwater, to control the flood, then to irrigate the agriculture field, to supply water for the domestic purposes, to also do that pisciculture, to control the soil erosion, as well as the one of the main important point to generate the hydel power or hydroelectricity. So there are number of that also uses are there of the dams. That's why it is known as the multi-purpose project. In India, there are number of multi-purpose projects are present. Among some main also, among these all, some main also that multi-purpose projects I will tell you. For one is there over that Mahanadi river in Odisha, Hirakud Dam. In Odisha, there is Mahanadi river, and over that Hirakud, which is the longest dam of the world. Longest dam of the world. Another is there at Punjab, Haryana, over Satluj river. A project name is Vakra and Nangal. This is the highest dam of the world. This is the highest dam, even highest dam in India. In India, and but here it is the longest dam of the world, Hirakud one, and which is the also oldest dam of India, that is DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation. In 1948, it has been constructed, and except these, that also Sip Samudram. There are so many dams we can get to see in different part of India. These all are also using as a multi-purpose projects because they are having different also aims to fulfill that, like I already have said, to generate hydel power, to also fulfill the demands of the water for the domestic purpose, for irrigation land, to control the soil erosion, pisciculture, as well as to control the flood. Is it clear? Yes. So here these are also main methods, that modern methods of irrigation we are getting to see. But here a point I have to must share with you, that is why that we are so much aware and concerned to save water. Why? We know that everywhere is water, because 70%, in my first video I have shared, 70% of the world is also covered by water. But I also have shared that how this percentage water we can't use for drinking purpose. That's why the quotation said that everywhere is water but not a single drop of water to drink. Means fresh water is very less. And India is a country which is having 16% of the total population, which is around 130 crore plus. And day by day this number also increasing as a rapid rate. To fulfill the demands of the population and there are also the supply of the products, they are also happening urbanization and industrialization, which is also causing the contamination of the water or the pollution of the water. Here some of the reason I am telling to you, that sharing that which is the main cause of the pollution or the contamination of the water, or we can say that the scarcity of the water basically happening due to this reason. First of all, overusing and over accessing, over utilizing, that also exploitation, misusing of the water. That is the one of the reason whatever we are doing, we are not playing a vital role as a responsible citizen in that case. Another is the industrialization. Do you know in the industries number of that also large amount of water used as a coolant. And not only that, whatever wastage it is coming out from the industries, they are that throwing directly to the water bodies without filtering that. Due to that, the water are also becoming that contaminated, polluted. Here this is a very that alarming also condition we are facing. And industrialization also this is playing a very vital role, as well as urbanization. We people are not that much concerned. We are somehow throwing that also different garbages from also temples, and then also cattle works and number of other also that reasons are there. Nowadays we can say that Ganga Yamuna tributaries, it just in that alumni condition, it can convert in the toxic stream. Can you imagine? That is happening due to our activity. That's why the conditions there that we have to that also use this water sustainably. Otherwise the condition will be there within that 2025 that so many that also major cities, even maximum part of this country will face the absolute water also scarcity condition. You might have seen in 2019 there was also a city Chennai which faced this water also scarcity situation, and they were in long line to get also water for drinking purpose. There were a number of headlines in the newspapers, in the news channels, and after that we are not becoming that much concerned over about that also using of water. So here that's why the conservation, that point, it's coming to our life, and we have to play a vital role as a responsible citizen to conserve the water. So what are the methods? Methods are different. That we have started with irrigation. I will go there also, but before I have to say that to stop this condition, to control this condition, to save the water, we have to reduce our misuse, over exploitation, as well as contamination of the water. But the next point is that also here that before throwing the wastage from that industries, it should be filtered, well filtered, so that chemicals are the toxic chemicals, it should not be that also mixed with that water. Even I have forgotten to share with you that Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, this is the largest producing area, crop producing area of the world. Even in India, this is the largest that producing that also area, crop producing area, where the green revolution held. And the green revolution, it already held due to that use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides like DDT and other so many chemicals which are mixing with that rainwater, and this is also flowing to that water bodies. It is another cause of that water pollution. So we have to control, we have to use that natural manure instead of this chemical fertilizer. So students, I think you have understood what are the reasons of water scarcity and why we need to conserve the water. What are the necessaries? Now, one of the main point is there to save or to conserve the water, that is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting. First the question come to my mind, are you a rainwater harvester? Somehow you are thinking what is actually it is. You might have a harvesting of the crop. It is harvesting of the rainwater. Rainwater harvesting definition, please listen carefully, that saving or storing as well as recharging of groundwater by saving that rainwater. It means saving and storing the rainwater to recharge the groundwater. Saving and storing the rainwater to recharge the groundwater. That is known as the rainwater harvesting. This rainwater harvesting not only that introduced today, it is also using from last also couple of decades before, and these also methods it become very popular. In some states of India, people also already they have started this rainwater harvesting. Like the states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, then Rajasthan, they have already started this rainwater harvesting method. This rainwater harvesting method is very useful because it can save and store water at a large amount, and it is not that much costly, it means expensive to save. Here I have to also share that in which way we can save this rainwater. So in that case, rainwater, that first is rooftop rainwater harvesting, and two is ground water recharge. So rooftop rainwater harvesting. Those who are living in flats, this is not possible to save the rainwater from your roof, but yes, at the rainy time, also rainy season, you can save or store rainwater in buckets and also other utensils, so that you can use for further purposes or other also work. But those who are living in that individual houses, they are having their roof, and at the rainy season you can see that large amount of water, it basically flow through the pipe, and it also flow as a runoff. Runoff means that is also mixing with that polluted water, and somehow it is wasting of the purest water. Okay, so here I have used purest water. Do you know why I have used? Actually, those people save the rainwater, they are known as the palar or palar. Palar means the people who also that harvest rainwater, and this rainwater also known as the palar pani, means purest form of water. Okay, so this water, purest form water, even in my first video I have shared that the fresh water, it also which we can access, that is we can get in the form of rainwater. Have you remembered that? Yes. So here this rainwater, if we are not harvesting, that is wasting somehow. So here rooftop rainwater harvesting play a very vital role to save the rainwater. So how much we can save also this water from a roof? Here see, from 5,000 liter of rainwater we can save from 100 square meter of area. 100 square meter of area, from that we can get 5,000 liter of water. It is not that small amount, it is a large amount. If we save this water properly, we can use for the purpose for drinking, for watering the plants, even for that also washing the clothes, washing that utensils, and other so many purposes we can use. So how we can save that? When there is raining, also on the top rooftop, we can channelize this water through pipe, PVC pipe, and this pipe we can link to our tubewells, or we can construct also previously our reservoir, underground reservoir we can save there. Even we can also that link this PVC pipe to a well, that also after we can also previously we can dig a well and we can connect to that well, so that it can save the water, we can use for further purposes. Here something you are thinking, that is how we can drink this water. When this water is passing through that also the pipe, and after it saving in that well and also these hand pumps, through that soil, through that also particles of the bricks, it is filtering. It means filtration also doing within that. Then it become that also perfect or suitable for drinking purpose. Clear? So here this is that rooftop rainwater harvesting. And this rooftop rainwater harvesting, not only that also it means use some also this part of Tamil Nadu, also Karnataka, Assam, Rajasthan, other parts of this country also they have started to save rainwater. I have to also say that Tamil Nadu is a state where 100% rooftop rainwater harvesting become illegal. It means government has taken that also step that to make people save rainwater at the time of rainy season. Otherwise it will also, the law will be against the person. Okay, next that if we want to save the rainwater, we have to play as a responsible citizen to save the rainwater. Next that in other parts, this rooftop rainwater harvesting, how people are doing. See, this rooftop rainwater harvesting in different area people are doing different way. Like in Rajasthan, people are doing this rainwater harvesting not right now, since 4500 BC. Before Christian era, they have started that rainwater harvesting. Through that, the methods of khadins and johads. So what is khadin and johad? In the part of Jaisalmer, Bikaner, that are part of third desert, there we know that also rainfall is very scanty. Even it is less than 25 centimeters. Sometime in some years that we can't see any rainwater, or it is, we can say, southwest monsoon, that is due to that erratic nature, they can't shade that rain at Rajasthan. That's why they are very well known of these khadins and juhas. These are the underground reservoir. Underground reservoir, what kind of reservoir actually is? This is a room kind of reservoir. Like this is the ground, where that is also the surface area where we are living, and they are having the underground room. When that also rainfall is there through the rooftop, they are linking this pipe to this underground room. Another, this is for their living place. It means single wall and two room there. So whenever it is also they are keeping and storing the water in that room, another side room automatically it will be cool. As we know, Rajasthan is having in the summer season the temperature more than 50 degree, 55 degree centigrade. In that condition, people can't stay and can't live in that also temperature. So they also used to live in that underground room. Is it clear, students? Yes. Even except these also, Rajasthan in West Bengal, it is known as the Khal Bil Pukur. It means these are the reserve and they used to save the rainwater for the dry season. In there also other area, even in Assam, it known as the dongs. In Jammu Kashmir, it is known as that Jongs, Zongs. So here Assam, it is known as the dongs, and in that also Jammu and Kashmir, it is known as the jongs. And not only that, Kerala, Karnataka also having this kind of, and Andhra Pradesh also this kind of also that we can say reservoirs are present there. So here students, we have seen how this irrigation also that helping to also basically our life and even to the agricultural land, and how we can save the rainwater. One and also point that is also left, that is groundwater recharge. When I have said the conservation way, one was also rainwater harvesting, another was groundwater recharge. Groundwater recharge we can do through that catchment area. Now you are seeing everywhere is also skyscraper, even multi-story building, and that is also constructing the way that every places, and it is preventing to seep the water in the soil. Due to that, day by day the groundwater table also going down, and we are facing the groundwater. All of you know, when also your battery or that talk time, it also basically discharged from or also finished from your phone, you used to recharge it again, otherwise you will not be able to use that. Same way, we people are accessing this groundwater, but we are not recharging. We are also discharging that. We are not recharging. So we should first recharge, then we can discharge. But if we only discharge, then it will finish up after some time, and this condition is happening. So here we need catchment area. It means open area. Some grass should be there, so that when the particles of the soil will be loose, and at the rainy season, the water particles, it will also seep under the ground. And it can we can do through some also constructing of some trench, some pit area. Okay students, so here in this video you have also understood that what are the modern methods of irrigation, why we need to conserve water, what are the necessary of that also conservation of water, and how we can conserve. And you have to remember, every year in that water also resource portion, the question come from that rainwater harvesting. So whatever diagram is there available in your book, practice this diagram as well as what it is. You have to remember sometimes the different also methods it asks in the exam. In the exam in 2018, a question was there that gave example of 2 states where rooftop rainwater harvesting are practicing. Even these kind of questions are also every time asked. It can ask by giving some that diagrams, that what kind of irrigation or all the harvesting is there. Sometime it can ask that also what are the advantage and disadvantage of that any kind of irrigations. So here you have to know that all that points with examples. Is it clear students? So see the video and also try to understand. Hope you have understood that points, and be with me. Thank you.